Hi, it's Esther again, and I'm back for another episode of Exploring Creativity. And it's been a couple weeks since I've seen you with a piece of my art. So anyway, actually, let me tell you what this is first, so that anyone who's tuning in who has never been here before can find out. It's when I take a few minutes to look at some art through the eyes of the artist who made it. Often it's me, it's true, but not always. We had Jason Gardner on a couple weeks ago, who's a photographer, and there have been other artists along the way, and I hope to have more, because it is so interesting to hear the stories and decisions that other artists, it's interesting, well, obviously, when I tell it too, but it's interesting to hear art makers talk about the art they're making. You really end up going in places that I find very interesting, and at a moment in the world where we need to hear this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll take a few minutes to talk about this piece behind me, which I'll show you more in detail in a moment. And I will also take this moment to remind you that you can see all my work, prints, paintings, sculptures, on my website. And if you click into the About section, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, like how to get all the episodes of Exploring Creativity so you can just binge them, or I don't know, there's some clothing on there, there's some, there's other stuff. There's stuff in the About section. Find it. It's like a little Easter egg hunt. So anyway, enjoy that. In fact, buy some art. Why not? Invest. It's an investment. Don't forget. It's an investment in me, it's an investment in art, it's an investment in the big psyche of the world, making these art things happen, because that's what we need in this world. All right, so let me get around to the art, the painting. Let me tell you about this painting, because that's really more fun. If I turn around like this, and I have some good backlighting, and then watch out. Wait for it. Yeah. Okay, that's a detail. That's just a little detail. Let's step back. Let's move forward and step back at the same time. And yeah. Oh, we really have to step back. Look at. She's under the chandelier. So she's big. She's like 2 meters tall. She has, whatever they are, siblings. I don't know what gender the siblings are, but she has siblings. Let me step back properly so you can actually see this. Hopefully not see my dirty laundry. And there you see her in the hole. It's very hard to get a proper image of this, because when you take a picture and you put it onto a screen, it looks like a postage stamp, and it's not. But now you can get an idea of the size, and then we'll go in and look at details closer shortly. You will not, I warn you now, be getting the right colors. We've got a good blue. It's deeper blue than I'm seeing on my screen, and it's a rich greeny blue. Well, it's mostly green, but it's kind of a little bit blue. I think it's like a phalladium blue, green. Something like that. Well, that's a more blue. Anyway, it's washes. We have multiple washes, and we have specificity of line, and we've got dribbles. Anyway, it's a blue. So if within the elements, that would be, obviously Aqua, Vitae. Oh, Rocky, you made it. This is your Saturday Night Live. Here we are. Okay, the gong rolls, the music plays. Rocky is here. So we're talking about Aqua Vitae right now. And Aqua Vitae is the big blue painting of the Elements series. The other ones, I will tell you, one is pink and one is yellow. Sounds a little bit Easter eggy, but it's, I didn't go into it thinking I was making Elements, but I got to remember, it's me doing this. You do your own art in your own way, but this is I wanted to see blue. Obviously, that would be why. I wanted to see blue. I wanted to see washes of blue. I wanted to see the blue contrasting with the specificity of the black inky bits. So there's the again, these things I work with that are about precision and randomness. Don't you do that every day? Like you randomly go right or left, and then you specifically choose which kind of coffee to get at Starbucks, for example, or somewhere else, how you want your milk done, or you don't want milk, or which milk you don't want in your coffee. So let's get back to this. Here we are, layering things. Layering. So you see there's like, obviously there's specificity, and then there's dribble. Not necessarily dribble like our dear friend Jackson Pollock might have done. Oat milk latte, yeah. I've discovered a cashew milk that I'm really fond of. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Okay, I'll just blindly carry forth oat milk and cashews aside. Okay, so yes, dribble, drawing, drops, washes, streaks, working flat and tilting, physical engaging as opposed to austere of museum. Okay, so let's talk about some of that stuff. Yes, there is, there's a lot of different things happening within this one canvas. You've got, you know, it's washes, it's brushes, it's sponges, it's the specific ink, it's smudges, it's more weight, and then a gravity this way, and a gravity, here we've got gravity going this way, anti-gravity, but then it becomes gravity because it becomes the solid bottom. See? You've got thicker, heavier, lighter. You know, do I talk too much? And you could just look. I probably don't have to tell you everything because it's in your interpretation. But as I'm presenting alive, I feel strangely obliged to talk. I do talk. But you can read in, look at, so you've got like these shadows from behind coming through and making light. I mean, to me, I really see specific things, and I'm afraid to say what I see because then you'll see them too. But, you know, hey, write in the comments what you see. That's what they say to do, to like that will communicate, because I don't want to tell you. But you see but I will say things like this, like the separating and the holding on and the connecting and the, you know, the primordial. Is that the right word? Primordial? Like the beginning of time, the oozing out of, you know, the life beginning. But it's just a painting with lines and colors. Seriously, it is not life. But again, the paintings kind of get made and read afterward. It's hard to talk about painting that's being made right now. It's easier to talk about it afterward. So anyway, you can see all the interconnection, the specificity of lines, the colors. There's something I wanted to tell you about else. Oh yeah. Okay, so you see, like you can see it dribbles up, it dribbles sideways in rather geometric. I mean, rather even lines. Watch. Let's do a decent filming there. Ooh, smooth move. If I only had a boom and a grip. So you've got lines going like that, but down here you've got lines going like that. Because really what I did, I can tell you this. You got to put the painting horizontal and like be able to go all around it. You go vertical, I go vertical, and then you go horizontal, and then can you see my hand? No, you can't. Okay, so you go like this, you go like this, and which reminds me, which I really want to talk to you about, like there's many moments where it has no up and it has no down. Is it going to be horizontal or is it going to be vertical? I tend to like things vertical. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. Read into it what you want. But the painting decides over time itself where it's going to be the bottom, where it's going to be the top. Is it going to decide that the bottom heavy element, which I mean, the green makes it pull to the bottom, really is going to end up being the top element, and it should be pulling it down, which creates in it, like right now we've got a lot of stuff floating up to the top. I see it this way. This is just my reading. Honestly, if you buy this painting, you can hang it any frickin' way you want to. God, of course. That would be your inspiration, which adds to something. I know there are artists who feel very, and I've got to respect their wishes, but like an artist who would feel very strongly about something, if it's made this way, it's made this way. And to be honest, for me, it's made this way. Otherwise, I'd be showing it to you the other way. But there is a gravity in a painting, and then you have to decide how to work with it. And then that's a very personal choice. And then about this gravity, because this is another thing I want to mention, is because you go to a museum or you go to a gallery and you don't touch those paintings. Don't touch the sculptures. Don't touch the paintings. Don't touch. Watch. Like, what a bummer not to touch things. Like, because like you can feel things when you touch it. And that's nice. And there's a whole physical, I guess for certain things, really, you do need white gloves, like pieces of paper. I've prints that if you touch them, they'll get dirty. And then they're smudged, and that's not nice. Unless you're going to make a work about smudge, which could be interesting, because then you've got the smudge, and then you've got the work. That's something also. Like here, decisions. It's not going to get finished there. But what is finished? It is finished. It is finished, it's not finished. The points that mean something. The point where, watch out the dirty laundry on the side. The point where it goes off the canvas. And where it doesn't go off the canvas. Like, these decisions are made intuitively, and yet they're also made, like, they're important. Look at. Ivana's gonna make fun of me when she says that. Look at. I do that. I get kind of excited about this. So yeah, it just kind of goes off, and there's just like this thing. I made these like 4 years ago, so I don't even remember. I mean, yeah, okay, hello, I could finish it, but it's finished. That's what it is. That's what's happening. Look at this bit over here. I kind of like this. It's a kind of mucky, organized, unorganized, globby, I don't know, just things happening over there. And that little bit, like, and when it's bigger, you have like all these different moments. That looks like there's light coming through the canvas. There's light coming down into the underbelly. Let's see any other bits. So yeah, oh yeah, I don't think I finished my thought, which was, okay, so yeah, I touch it. You touch it, you can touch it, and you have to touch it. It's actually really physical activity. It goes flat, it goes diagonally, it goes sideways. It's like you're really connected and engaged on a physical level with this. I mean, I've noticed, you might have noticed, that I refer to these things as like she often. Sometimes he, sometimes she, but like in that kind of personified experience of it being a being, which I do that because I feel strange calling it it. Though I probably do call it it, but I often say she and he, or she, because it's this creature. Ooh, look at, there's another creature. Poor little kitty cat. Her brother died a couple weeks ago, or a month ago. She shouts a lot now. I think she misses him. Oh, and Dora, you coming to say hello? Okay. Did you see my dodgy lighting? Okay, anyway, I could say other things here. We'll take a moment, actually, before I sign off, to take a moment to just kind of look a little closer at that little bit. again, is that like globby, twisty, changing gravities, space, form, movement, speed, slowness, drying, movement, eruption that goes back to the other side. Yeah, so there we have it. Aqua Vitae. Aqua Vitae. From a certain epoch of my life. And she has siblings. See, I even call it siblings. You know, it's a series, and there are siblings. It's like, yes, it's canvas and wood and paint. Let's pull it back one more time to get large. And then we'll say goodbye. And also, I apologize. Anyone who gets my email knows that I had originally proposed doing this outside and taking you into my neighborhood, which I was really looking forward to, because I live in Paris, but I live in a very not typically Paris area, and that would have been kind of neat. So here, let me turn around to say goodbye with my backlighting. But actually, you know what? I could see behind me is Paris and buildings from 1930s. I'm not looking properly. Here, wait a second. Woo. Let's look out. Let's look out. There we've got Montrouge and the cemetery. So you have space. And here we have 1930s houses. This is the little final treat. There's some Haussmannian houses, and it's pretty calm here. It is in Paris, which is a tiny city, but it's a bit more chill. And over there is a tram. So anyway, like I said, it would have been more fun to do it outside next time. But oh my God, there was a humongous thunder and lightning storm here. Huge, huge thunder and lightning. Like typhoons and everything happening. And what can you do? Sometimes you gotta say, frick it, I thought I was gonna do that and I'm not doing that. So I'm doing something else, as usual. Look at, I hope she doesn't jump out the window. She won't, maybe, hopefully. Her brother fell out the window. But I'll tell you that another time. Thank you so much. Leslie showed up. Thank you so much. And Emily, oh, I'm so happy to see you there. And I believe we had somebody else. I saw Mr. Brian Fogarty in here too, which is awesome. Thank you all for showing up, and I hope that some of this stuff resonates in some way, because you kind of take what I say and put it anywhere. Put it on top of your cooking, on top of your laundry, on top of your filing taxes. Though you've probably already done that, unless, you know. Oh, wait, that's starting to get really ugly. Okay, take it easy. I will be back at some point, and I will, I'd like to come back every week, but sometimes life gets in the way, so I'm going to just wing it. You will definitely be seeing more of me, and I will be seeing more of you, and the art will still be there, but I just am really bad at having a chronological specificity. So maybe next week, but in any case, in the next time, in the future, and you take it easy. Lots of love to you. Let the love flow. Stay in good health, all that good stuff, and we'll speak and soon. Goodbye, Andorra. Goodbye, world. Speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.